Let's go right on to our next caller. We had a lot of callers on the line. Barbara, who do we have on the line next?
Roger Terry is on the line, and he has an insurance coverage policy question involving a 3-car accident 6 weeks ago.
Thank you, Barbara. Let's talk to Terry. Terry, this is Roger Riedmiller of Lawyer on the Line. How can I help you?
Well, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Happy Father's Day.
Well, thank you. Same to you.
I got a lot of questions, so I want to keep it as simple as I can. I was involved in an accident about 6 weeks ago, and a gal had ran a red light, and she was ticketed, and there was 3 cars involved, and all 3 were totaled. One of the cars, the worst one, she was hauled to the hospital by ambulance, and I went to the hospital, and I have some back pain that will not subside. I've been on muscle relaxers, pain pills, and I've been going to therapy and the doctor, and it doesn't seem like there's any resolve yet. The question I have, I was told by my agent that she had the minimum liability insurance required by law. I'm a little concerned since my bills have exceeded $20,000. I have full coverage insurance. I know that in the policy there is uninsured motorist and underinsured motorist coverage.
Right.
How does this affect not only my policy and my premiums, but how do I get a fair settlement when she has only the minimum liability insurance?
Well, what is the liability limit of your policy?
I have 100,000 PIP per person on personal injury protection.
Basically, what the situation you have here, Terry, is that you have the potential for collecting $25,000. Now, with the 3-car accident, there may be more injury victims than you and one of the other drivers. I don't know, but she has a policy that says $25,000 per person, $50,000 for the entire accident. So if there's more than 2 people competing for that $50,000, you could have that $50,000 split 3 ways. You have an underinsured policy. Since your liability limit's $100,000, most likely your underinsured coverage is $100,000. And put it quite simply, unless you have some special policy language in your policy, it will be $100,000 minus $25,000, her policy limit, or $75,000 that you can collect in underinsured coverage from your own insurance carrier and $25,000 from hers. Of course, you need to make sure that she is judgment proof or not somebody that you could collect a larger judgment against if you have a claim that's worth well in excess of $100,000 and she has some assets that make her someone who ought to contribute to the settlement, then you can't settle this claim yet until you figure that out. So you need to do an asset search on her, and you need to be very careful about settling this claim without getting your own insurance company's permission first. What I would suggest you do, Terry, before you do anything further in this matter, is sit down and talk to a lawyer. I don't know if you're going to need a lawyer, but sit down and talk with the lawyer about your case, the facts of your injuries, your pre-existing conditions, if any, and so forth, and then that lawyer will tell you what your next step is in the specifics of your case. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate the phone call.